Hello to everyone out there. Welcome to Triple T Thursday. Today we're going to be talking about the Made on YouTube event that happened in New York. I'm very excited to chat with you all about this because there were some major updates dropped and we have to chat about it together. And I want to make sure that you are all in the know. And unlike most weeks where it happens on a Tuesday and I get to tell you about it on a Thursday, it actually happened this morning, it happened today, and we get to talk about it today. So I'm really excited to chat with you all about it. I'm pretty sure I just linked the incorrect help article, so bear with me. Let me go get the right one so I can put it in the description of this video. I think the last one was the fan funding one, and that's not the one that I wanted to actually put in there. So while we're doing that, also tell me what's new with you. What's in your cup? What's going on? Tell me all the things. I see James Pruitt in the chat. It's nice to see you. I haven't seen you in a little bit, so that's awesome. Welcome. Okay, this is the correct article. There we go. I was so close. I was so close. Here, let me go update that real quick. If you want to follow along, you can certainly do so with the article linked in this one, and we're going to talk about it. And then I also want to give you guys a hands-on sneak peek experience on what the new YouTube Creator app looks like. I did kind of play around with it a little bit today, so I thought that was kind of fun, and I want to show that to you. We'll see how well that goes because I did not set up my scenes in Ecamm before we got started. So we're going to see how all of that goes. And I think I needed a cable. Oh, shoot. I think I need a cable too. See? So many things, y'all. So many things. Okay, we will get to that bridge while we cross it. Okay, so first of all, let me come over here and I want to bring up the article and then I am going to do the thing, you know, where we look at it together. So we are going to want to do this and web page. Let's see if I hit it, if it's actually going to do it. Oh, it did it. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So the cool thing here, this Made on YouTube event information stuff, I think it's just a little big. We're going to make it a little smaller here too. So did anybody kind of check this out? Did you notice? So this is a little bit similar to when we had the Made on YouTube event that we did last year. This is where they kind of, bring in some information and kind of show you what is happening on the platform, like new, big, exciting plans. So this is no different. They are really embracing generative AI in a big, big way. And we are going to chat about it because there's all kinds of different ways that they are going to be embracing it. So I just saw a comment over here from Marcus and he said, I don't get to play with it. And I think that we will get there. It's because the app, there's a few limitations right now. Android only to start off with, and only in specific countries. I know my friend Zach in Canada wasn't able to do it either, and it will be rolling out, as they do to more countries. But for right now, it is Android only, and it is going to be in only specific countries. So let's chat about this really quickly. And I want to say hi to everyone else that's in chat as well. So hi, James. Hi, Pixelpia. Hi, Discord Coach. Hi, Marcus. If you are a channel member, put some fun channel emotes because I saw Pixelpia put one, a megaphone. So exciting stuff. And I get to see Keely very soon at Vid Summit. If anyone else is going to Vid Summit, let me know. All right. So the Made on YouTube event, when I'm going to bring up these screenshots, I am not allowed to share any of the screenshots from the live stream that I watched, but I wanted to do them so that I can kickstart my own brain and remember some stuff. So the event started off with Neil Mohan coming up on stage, and he gave a new update saying that YouTube Shorts has risen from 50 billion views per day, and which was reported in like January, February, and it is now jumped up to 70 billion daily views. So that's a very big deal. Hey, Giorgio Tech, great to see you. Cooper can't believe it. He is choking on his disbelief that it rose 20 billion in the course of a few months. And as much as people want to be negative and naysay about YouTube Shorts, fine, don't do it. More for us, more fun. So Neil Mohan came out. Are you done yet? he's not done yet. So, and he was saying the very first thing that they have is a new feature that is called, I'm so sorry, y'all, just going to have to deal with it, okay? Sorry. He's old. What are you going to do? It's called Dream Screen. And so this is using generative AI. Think like when you are using Photoshop or when you were doing any of that where you're asking it via prompt to give you a picture. So there's that, oh gosh, I forget what it's called, but you know, that picture service where you kind of do that thing and it generates images. So it's kind of like that. So you can have that as your background. So they had examples like a panda drinking a cup of coffee or something like that. And so it has that kind of, you are only limited by your imagination. One was like a dragon flying over New York City or something like that, because they were thinking that they were going to make this commute in a very short amount of time, in a very traffic oriented, very heavy, like not going to happen type of place. So that was kind of interesting. So Dream Screen is the first feature. So it's an AI generated image or video background for shorts. So another one, they had another creator there, and he had something like a lava lamp lake. And then it was like he made a short about 5 different places you've never been to before. And so that was one of them. And then there were a few others. And so now, instead of having this limitation of what you would be able to do in green screen or like think up, it's really just like how well can you prompt the image or the video and then let your creativity fly and not have that be the thing that holds you back. So I thought that was really interesting. Now, who was it? Matthew Samari. He is the Senior Director of Product Management at YouTube. He came out then and was talking about this, and he's the one who was giving all of these examples. And so he was saying that there's usually a gap in your mind between, they had a picture of, you know, like the Mona Lisa, and then it was like a badly drawn kid's, you know, portrait. And so it's really going to be, now you can, instead of having to figure out, how do I draw this? How do I do this? You can kind of say what you want and then just kind of go on from there. So that was really exciting. And they're saying there's more ideas, more solutions, and it's really hopefully not only like lessening that gap, but really accelerating creativity. So I think that's really fun and interesting. And then they did do, and I'm really glad that they brought this up because it comes in a couple different places. One later when we start to talk about music, but then they were also talking about this in the way of technology and approaching it responsibly, ethically, optimistically, because when you have a lot of AI generated stuff and content, there's already a debate out there on, you know, a lot of growth of channels that are all AI, they're not human. And it's not necessarily those channels. We're talking about like, when you have something like this, what does that look like for, in terms of, can you monetize this? Should you be able to monetize this? Like, you know, there are open questions, and also open questions when it comes to music later when we talk about this. So, hi, George. I don't recognize your little avatar. Welcome. If you're new here, thank you so much for being here. Or if you've just been a lurker, welcome back. That's fine. The second thing that they were kind of talking about a little bit is some of these AI insights. So now when they have information about, sometimes you'll look in YouTube Studio and you'll see like your channel viewers sometimes watch these other people. And, or, you know, like if you maybe made a video about this, sometimes you get like the information like people aren't watching as long, which is sometimes helpful, sometimes not. But now they're really actually starting to give you more ideas about, maybe there's going to be some tools that are going to be given to you that can kind of kickstart idea generation and kind of help you figure that out. So it's interesting because they had some really cool examples of how you can maybe, you know, would you feed something into Google Bard or ChatGPT? And it's funny, I was on a call today with the YouTube Shorts community as well. They were talking about channel memberships, which, by the way, we have channel memberships. If you are interested in that, not only can you like and subscribe to this channel, we offer channel memberships here. And the channel memberships, one of the things that was really interesting, there were 3 people on the panel today. One person had 2 different YouTube channels that are both monetized in different categories, but in one she had 12,000 channel members, and then the other one was like 17,000. So like that's no small anything. And then the other person, it was like, I have 24. So we're talking like multiple thousands, and then we've got like dozens. And then there was someone else who was like, I've got a couple hundred. And so really, really interesting models of how they were doing it. But one of the people said, the way that I used ChatGPT at the beginning, or like towards the middle, when I was trying to figure out what to include in my levels of channel membership, I asked it as a prompt to give me 3 varying levels of membership perks that my channel or that my audience would possibly be interested in. And I talk about these types of topics. And it spit them out. And then she, I think, picked some from the different categories, and what is this? Pixelpia, one of us. You're already a channel member. What is that? Just celebrating? I don't know. Yay, channel membership. One of us. I don't know why it does that or when it does that, honestly, or how. I don't know, y'all. But thank you for being channel members. One of us. I appreciate you. And welcome back, George. I know that you have to be a subscriber, though, because I think the chats are always set to subscribers, at least for 5 minutes. So you've been here for at least 5 minutes, but you told me you've been here for at least 2 times. So there's that. So interesting, if you have ChatGPT or that kind of thing, not only can you help it finesse maybe some ideas on your channel, but you might even be able to ask it for these kind of prompts to finesse what people might want to see as channel members. So if any of you out there also have channel memberships are available to you and you have not turned them on, let me know why you haven't turned it on. And one of the gentlemen was like, I mean, if you have access to it, I don't see why you wouldn't do it. It's not hurting anything if you, anyways, I digress. I'm just curious if any of you have channel memberships, turn them on if you're using it. So let's come back more to the Made on YouTube event, because we're going to figure all of this out, right? So YouTube Create was also the big thing. Okay, wait, we're going to come back to AI 1 second real quick. The AI insights. Okay, so one of the things that I think they glossed over kind of quickly, but I thought was interesting, was they actually have AI insights to help you weed through music. So instead of having, you know, like monotonous sessions where you're sitting there trying to figure out a beats per minute, trying to figure out mood, trying to figure super chat. One of us. Thank you so much for your super chat. Hold on, let me play your song here. Where is the super chat? Super chat, here we go. There's so much going on screen right now. I feel like I'm a Twitch streamer or something, y'all. I feel like we're about to hit a subathon or something. Thank you so much. But I appreciate that. If you have a specific question that you want to go over about the Made on YouTube event, please fire away. This is something I think is pretty cool. They're going to have AI powered music searching. So now they're going to be able to suggest songs, all from either Creator Music Library with like a price range in mind, or maybe even from the YouTube Music Library. So I thought that was interesting because so many people struggle and complain about how difficult it is to find the right music and mood for your videos. So I'm curious to see what they're going to be doing with the AI help when it comes to music. So that is also happening. Another thing that they're going to be, I am live on Twitch on Sundays. I do Sad Song Sundays on Twitch. So yeah, I still do it on Twitch. So the next thing that they're doing with AI, this is interesting as well. They're going to have AI accessible dubbing. So you'll be able, I don't know if it will be your own voice, but they are saying that there will be an option for using dubbing with AI. So maybe you don't have to start channels in other languages. Maybe you still want to for reasons, but they did mention that this is going to be coming in the next year, so 2024, but interesting the way that they're really leaning into that as well. So accessible AI dubbing for creators is also going to be part of some of this AI push. And then the big thing that we're going to talk about here, though, is going to be the mobile first video creation such stuff, which is the YouTube Create, the separate video app, which they had been hinting and alluding to on these YouTube Shorts calls when everyone was complaining about how many different apps they have to use to make a YouTube short. You know, they want to be able to use the better filters or whatnot on, let's say, TikTok, but then you have to fight with, how am I going to figure out how to not have like a music fight, how to do it without the watermark. And then, it's a struggle. It's a real struggle. Plus they were like, YouTube Shorts, you can trim from the beginning or end, but you can't cut out a section in the middle. So you have to probably use a separate app like CapCut or TikTok or InShot or iMovie or Final Cut Pro, whatever it is. So now I'm jumping from app to app, and it's really not that intuitive and it's not great. So here we go. YouTube Create, Android only for right now, available in limited countries, but also we're gonna dive into it. But it is not only for shorts. You can do videos in a 16:9. It's gonna have automatic captions that you can do on screen. There's going to be sticker integrations, and it warmed my little heart when she was on screen saying GIFs, whatever. She said it as GIFs, and I thought that was fun. So I thought that was really fun. They did it that way. So the mobile app, it is a separate app. It is outside of the YouTube app, as opposed to being in the YouTube app, hitting the plus sign and hitting Create Shorts. It is a separate app. However, when you are done, I don't know how long it will stay, but I had the option it just downloaded it to my camera roll without a watermark, might I add. And then also there was the ability to send it straight to YouTube, and then it kicked you into the upload screen. So I thought that was neat how it was integrated that way. I'm going to walk you through what the screen looks like in just a little bit. And then they had Kelly Lau Key came out and kind of did the demonstration on what this looks like. So, okay. And then it was just talking about some of the features. So some of the basics are there. I did notice that with the GIF integration, it's more of the little stickers than it is any of like some of the ones that look like they come from movies and such. And I bet they either haven't integrated yet or they don't plan to because of potential copyright type stuff issues there. But I thought that was interesting. So and inside of the app, the royalty-free music library already included, so you can upload, and it's already in there. They have something that is very similar to, I think it's Dizzy back in the day when people used to use that a lot, which was beat syncing a lot and different stuff like that. It has the thing where it will identify beats in the music if you want to try and make cuts. And there was a person who was there, a travel vlogger, I believe, who gave a demonstration on how they were using it, and it worked out fairly well. They also are using a little bit of almost like that generative AI Adobe Audition magic, where you can feed in a podcast or just any audio, and it will strip out some of that background noise and make it sound like studio. And they have that now built into this app. So you can, if you're in a particularly noisy place, you can run it through this and it will try to do like a noise reduction and focus on voice, which I thought was interesting. And then it can automatically generate captions. And then they had some demonstrations. Then the last thing that they were kind of going in on was the AI generated music. So they had Charlie Puth, who is a recording music artist. Then they had Robert Kinsell there. And so apparently they were doing something called the Music AI Incubator. And what they did is they had some musical artists, and he had told Charlie Puth, I'm referring to. Charlie Puth had put in some lyrics to the machine, the bots, whatever you want to call it, and it fed him back some different variations of ways he might phrase it, say it, or maybe like different chord progressions. And so he said it was like kind of having a back and forth with another person in the studio, which is really good for your creativity. So I thought that was interesting. And then Robert Kinsella was there, who used to be at YouTube and is now the head of Warner Music. So he's the CEO of Warner Music Group. And he's not the only person that is in the music sphere that is kind of excited about this. I feel like a lot of the major publishing houses are pretty on board, but it also comes back to how do we credit music that is, written by AI? And so there's a lot of questions still about this. So there's a lot still that they're going to need to work out. So let's see now. Okay, I took a video of me trying to create a short earlier. Now, hold on. This is where I was headed with this. We have this tripod. I'm going to come back over here too, and I'm going to see if maybe I can show you the phone screens. So, oops, that was not supposed to happen. So questions, comments, concerns on anything so far that we're seeing over here so far. What do we think? Let's see here. Oh, here we go. Here's your examples. Let me get myself out of the way here. Panda drinking coffee. Here's your panda drinking coffee, right? Yes. Yes. And then there was the new mobile app. And here's the information about more of the AI-powered insights, assistive search and creator music, automatic dubbing with Aloud is what they're calling it. And that's everything here. By the way, if you wanted to follow along on this blog article, because I didn't talk that much about it, you can find the link for it in the description down below, okay? So now that we're back over here, let me know comments, questions, concerns that you have so far about that. And while you're thinking about that, let me set up my phone here. So the way that I was thinking about this, I was trying to do this last night, so for something else, for like maybe a TikTok tutorial. So I had thought of this. I thought I had a great plan, okay? I thought I had a great plan. We're going to see how it goes. I still need a cable. That's right. We need a cable to hook up from here to the phone. So we got to get that. I need a USB-C to Lightning. Do I have one over here? Do I not? Okay, 1 second. Dance break amongst yourselves. Let me grab the cable and I will be right back here once I find my song. Let me find my music one. You can do it. You can do it. Make a dress for Cinderella. That's just a sound effect. Wow, I suck. Okay, so let's take a look. What do you think? I thought I had a great plan. Oh man, story of my life, dude. Right here. Thought I had a great plan. Anyone in the chat tried a YouTube Create yet? I wasted hours playing today and I am impressed. And what is the take on compared to other apps? It's got some of the basics, split clip and add some stickers, add some captions. So in some ways it's more advanced because like at least some of the built-in caption stuff is there. It's got some actually animations and stuff on the text and okay. We're going to also try and get this hooked up so we can show you. But let me see if I gotta figure out how to connect to my phone here real quick. So let me see if we can bring in a camera? And I want to bring in a camera. And then, not me though. Not me twice. Who let me have any kind of control of this? That's not what I wanted. Okay, hold on. I should have set up my scenes beforehand. I really should have. Did I? No, I did not. So hold on. If I want to, new camera overlay, and then I have to go in and select which camera overlay, right? Okay, wait, I'm just gonna have to select it, edit it. Can I change my camera? Oh shoot, my scenes are in the way. Can I change it to camera A, camera B? No, where is my, that's not right. Why is also my phone not showing up? That's a question for another day. What if I open up QuickTime and see if I can screen share through there? Bear with me as we troubleshoot live QuickTime and see if my phone recognizes it. Boom, 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 boom. New, let's call it a screen recording. Sure. Let's drop this down. Options. I want you to find my phone. I want you to find my phone. Save to desktop timer. None of that is what I was saying. That's not what I asked you for. Hold on. Did I? QuickTime file. New. Movie. Okay. What if I... Do you see you? Why don't you see me? Wait, what does it mean? It says software update required to connect to camera. That is uncool, dude. That is very, very uncool. Camo camera. Wait, what if I'm sorry, y'all. I should be a professional, but I'm not. But, okay, let me see if it comes up with that message again. Good shake, buddy. Good shake. Okay. What if I just install and see what happens? We don't know how big this software update is, okay? We're going to talk about it for just a second. So, oh man, it's not looking that promising. We'll just, oh wait, it's going. It is going. Okay, it says a couple minutes. So here is some stuff that happened. I don't know, y'all. This is worthless if I try and show it to you, but this is proof that I did in fact actually not only make a video, but I recorded the process of it so I can show you what it looks like. So best believe that if you hang out for just a couple minutes, I will show this to you. I was unprepared for the software update though. I was unprepared for that. Let me see what you guys are saying. I wasted hours playing today. It says I don't do many shorts. It's okay. And I would compare it to KineMaster when you dig into it, waiting for more to come. Yeah, and I feel like not only do they have to first roll this out to the countries that will get it, but I think not only that, but then there are going to be additional things that get added. Because does it have like as many filters and everything as robust as TikTok? No, it does not. But does it have some really cool generative AI stuff that maybe TikTok doesn't even have yet too? Also kind of cool. So I think it's a pretty big telltale sign though that YouTube has committed this many hours, resources, and whatnot into creating a separate standalone app for mobile first creators. Really, really interesting about that. Now, with the Made on YouTube event, it was out in New York this time. And I know that they had a select group of not only creators, but YouTube educators and everything that they flew out in addition to being there. System extension blocked. I'm going to say, okay, I don't want it to be blocked. What if I close you down? I don't want it to be blocked though. That's the whole problem. That's what we're trying to fight against, guys. That's what we're trying to fight against. And I think it's really interesting because the time that I was there, and that was in New York, it was in LA last time, was quite interesting because we sat and we had a dinner and we got to talk with YouTube employees, and they really do, as much as people want to rag on YouTube and everything like that, they really do care, and they listen, and they sat there with all kinds of like notes, and they really, really did want to listen about all of the stuff that was happening. So I think it's interesting because everyone always, nothing is good enough when it comes to creators and YouTube. So they're always in this rock and a hard place where they're never going to be like called out for probably all the cool things that are happening, but they will get called out for all of the little things. So it's a tough position for them to be in. And for some of them, they still do it with such like grace and actual, like, I don't know how they do it, honestly. So let me see if I'm so sorry. Like, I fully planned on having this full demo for you guys. I don't understand why my computer is deciding that now is the time not to do some of this stuff. So let me take a look here. It's mad about so much in life. You guys see, I even had my, I don't know if you guys can't see it, but I even had my special tripod. Wait for it. Where you can't see it. It has two phone holders on it, so I can like record the Android phone with my iPhone that I have to share as a second camera if it would actually show up, but it's not happening. So let me see here. QuickTime file, movie recording. Operation could not be completed. That's not helpful. New screen recording with, oh no, not that. New. It just says operation can't be completed. Why? Why? Okay, wait. Click to start. Why are you? It's saying it's working. It's not working. I was trying to bring in my phone, y'all. What if I switch? You know what? Tomorrow is iPhone delivery day. I could not be more excited to not have to deal with this stupid USB-C to Lightning, USB-C, like, fight. Like, everything should just be USB-C. Thank you, EU, for that, because honestly, it's just dumb that I have to be like, okay, well, let me try my iPad, but then I have to find a different cable to see if that will work. So, hold on, let me see if we can. Will you show up? Trust this computer. Yes, I do want to. We're going to trust this computer, and we are going to see if it will show up as a camera source. Will you show up as a camera source? Nope. Wait, let me try it someplace. Let me try over here in QuickTime. File, movie. Operation could not be oh, it's pissed about everything. It's just, it doesn't even want to open at all. Have I tried turning it off and turning it on again? The phone or the iPad or all the above? Yes. Yes, I have. Does it show up in my computer? Yes, it does. Trust. So if it is trusted, I'll try one more time. I hit trust again, so now does it actually trust it? Operation could not be completed. It just hates life. Options. Timer, microphone. Do, 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 do. I know this is like so not fun to watch. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm trying. I'm trying. Okay, well, that's not going to work. Let me see if I can over here. Show camera switcher. Do you show up over here? Source video monitor. Show source in separate window. No, no. Let me add. No, no. That's not what I want. Maybe? No. Why? I'm so sorry, y'all. Let me see here. If anyone else is using Ecamm, I don't know. I think there's something mad about. Actually, you know what? There's nothing stopping me from playing in both. Allow. Okay. Now, show camera switchers. If I put this on, okay, it sees it, does not. If I put it in camera mode here, do you believe that it's a camera? I don't know if it does believe that it's a camera. Okay. Can I reset you? Picture. No, that's not it. Are you showing up in... You don't show up in my list. You only show up as the iPad. Interesting. Okay, what can I try? Let me see here. What can I try? Oops, just say, okay. Shelly's 13. I don't want to fade. Okay, what am I doing wrong here now? I've tried the iPad, which usually works. I've tried, let me see, when I do me and iPad, nothing happens. No. No, that's not right either. So, is there something else that I'm missing? Can I send the video to your computer and play it from there as a screen share? Yeah. Let me airdrop it to my computer. Thank you, Pixelpia. That is something. Let's see. Let me share this one to airdrop. To the Mac Studio. Really disappointing because I had my whole 2-camera setup thing and everything, y'all. It says receiving video from the 13 Pro. That's what we like to see. Now I think if I try and play a video, the sound goes away. So if I do that, you're going to have to let me know if the sound is actually working, because I think I remember it doesn't work. So let me see here. It's still thinking about it. It's receiving. Details. So funny that my computer is telling me right now that this is the moment that it wants me to restart my computer because there's software updates available. Love that for me. Love that for me. Hold on one second here. Thank you for being a member. I appreciate it since the other kids are doing it. I didn't know that that was something that you selected inside of chat. Like I really didn't. I was just like, why does the little, what's really weird about that too is that comes in from like one of those aggregator things, you know, the one like you know what I'm talking about, right? Where you put in the code and it just shows up as like a little widget on your screen. So I have it set up as one of those. And so like I never know when it's happening because it seems like it would be part of chat, but then like it just shows up on the screen, scares the shit out of me usually, but like, I don't know. So, oh, hey, Mac Video Magic. How are you? Great to see you. I was having some issues. Like my phone and my iPad will not show up in QuickTime so that I could do it as a screen share, but it's also not showing up in my my eCam. So I think there's something wrong with it's just mad at me in general. So I don't know. Oh, and now it's telling me there's also a software update for eCam. No, remind me later. I'm not going to do this in the middle of the stream. So it's a Streamlabs widget. Thank you, Keely. See, thank you. I knew you'd know. But yeah, it usually just shows up and scares the crap out of me because I never know when it's happening. Honestly, I really don't. Okay. Oh, wow. That was a big old file. It was 3.75 gigs. I must have been recording like 4K 60 on that one. So let's take a look here. So I do have this one and I don't know what's going to happen. Let me open with real quick. If I share this. Okay, so let me see what happens if is it continuity? No, I was actually just doing it as with a cable and it just wouldn't even recognize it as a camera. It just was like, no, none for you. And then I was like, okay, well, if I can't see you here, then maybe I can see it inside of QuickTime. And then I was just going to do a screen share with QuickTime, but apparently it didn't like that either. I am wondering if eCam is going to choke on this video file because like it's almost 4 gigs. So hold please for 1 second. Let me see if I hit plus, what's going to happen? Bear with me. Choose file. Yes. From the downloads. Yes. From this one. Yes. So I will keep talking. You please tell me if you hear anything. Okay? I'm just going to put that out there. Open. Okay, so hopefully you guys are seeing this, but when you go into your gallery, please let me know that you guys are seeing something and hearing something. So you will be able to go in and here are some options. You're going to be able to start with either a blank clip or you'll be able to add in video clips. And I'm going to type in, can you hear me? Here we go. There. So then you'll be able to go in and add your video clips or your photos, and then you will, I did a short one. Okay. So here you can expand your timeline and you can see the audio waves here happening. And so you just use your fingers and expand out, and then you will be able to scroll along the bottom to see your options. So you're going to be able to see things like, would you like to rearrange, replace, duplicate, and you can make your splits where you want to, and you'll be able to go through and kind of trim that up. You'll also be able to change the volume. So here you go, and you can kind of see what's happening up above. And then the little scissors icon looks like a little butterfly next to the playhead here. They have some filters that you can add. You can add individual filters to smaller parts of the clips, not the entire thing. So if you want to go suddenly to black and white or something like that, you certainly can do that. And then you can go into the effects here and you can see all kinds of different things if you want to look like liquefied or kind of like split it up. There's some really cool stuff in here. And then you can also go into here, I'm showing you what I did. Adding text. They have plain text and text effects. So as you go through, you can see all these different types of ways to use titles. I, of course, use coffee. If I have any channel members, I don't know if we still have a coffee emote, but put it out there. But I put it in test. And then you can, once you actually have it, you can select where on the timeline it goes. So you can scooch the text box to the left, to the right, wherever you want. There you go. I thought it looked like the coffee was taking a hot tub. So I just want to share that with you. Not that you asked. And so as you're going in through here, you'll be able to show different little text effects as well. Now you're starting to see the layers on top of each other, which is kind of nice. So if you go in there and you start playing, you can do that. And then when you go, coffee. Thank you so much, Marcus. You're just always on it. I appreciate you. Okay, so here you go. You can see they have different animated text, so that makes it kind of nice. And again, you can do 16:9 as well. Here are those stickers. Like I said, most of them are more like the stickers and emojis and stuff. And I didn't really see a great way to search. So I don't know if it's a limited library or they're introducing a search bar or it's somewhere I didn't see it. If Pixelpia, you saw it, let me know, but it just looked like a random 30, like smattering sample. So I put a bunny on there and then I wanted to know, can you do layers? Can I do bunnies and the text effect? Then I go in here and I see music and I was like, oh, I probably need some sort of ambient music for, I don't know, like a spa scene. I was almost going for something like that. So I just chose the first one that came up. But you could use it. It's coming from the YouTube Music Library. One thing it does is it analyzes the beat. So you can go in here and then you can see the sound waves. So if you were someone who was trying to edit on a beat, you see those peaks and you could create cuts there and insert different clips or do something else like that. But I thought that was kind of a nice little feature in there. That's an app like Dizzy that does that and used to charge money for the premium version. So as you're going through here, you can export and you can choose the aspect ratio, widescreen, 1:1 or 9:16. And then if you export, you can only do 1080p, even though it was a 4K clip, I'm pretty sure. But it exports and saves to the camera roll. And then they have the option from here to upload directly as a YouTube short, or you could share it. So I thought that was kind of interesting. You have the search bar on the top of the stickers. Okay, maybe I'll have to keep looking. So you could upload as a YouTube short. Go on, Shelly, hit the button. There it is. Yes. And now here you are. And then you can, I usually set the visibility as private if you want to go in and add any of the rest of the stuff that you would normally do. So there's all of that information. But yeah, I uploaded it. There it is. It's the first short that I created. It's currently private right now, but that is how you do it. What do we think so far about what we've seen in the Create app? I think it's interesting. I think there's lots of little places where you can go off into the weeds and try and make it your own and kind of really experiment and play with it. I was pleasantly surprised for a first round attempt at making an app and a standalone one app. I mean, that is courage for YouTube to be like, we're going to create a whole other app focused mainly for mobile users. What? Like, what? It boggles the mind. I think that's so cool with the integration, though, with Music Library, because you sometimes see that in other apps where not only do you sometimes get a copyright claim if you export it as a video and then put it onto YouTube or something like that. I've had copyright claims where I exported it from a program called Spark Camera because I found out that it created a great YouTube short, but it turned out that the music comes from Epidemic Library, and if you don't have an Epidemic Library subscription or whatnot, maybe you get dinged. But that's the music that's already internally included inside of that app in Spark Camera. So I thought that was interesting. So any of the music that you're going to use here, you can use it. It's included. So it seems like a really cool solution for a lot of people. And I'm excited. I think it's going to be a really easy entry point for a lot of people because there are some options, but not so much that it should get too confusing, if that makes sense. So I'm encouraged by this and excited to see where it goes. Let me know your thoughts of it though. Pixel P says, I'm a fan. Marcus says, it looks like a great solution to create on the go. Absolutely, I agree with that. And I love that you can use detect beat on the music. And not only that, I didn't do it because there was no speaking in that clip. But if there was speaking, I'm going to do another one where I test out the audio cleanup as well as the automatic creation of captions because I want to test the different styles that you can use and put out there. Because that's what a lot of people are using like CapCut for. And if you don't have to do that, great. So I think that could be a really cool solution for a lot of people as well, because I found in the past you were always piecing together from different apps. Maybe you were doing your captions in CapCut or Descript, then you were going to a different app and trying to put together the pieces of video, and then you were doing a different app, and it really does eliminate some of the need for some of that extra. So I think and then there would be a separate app as well to detect the beat and try and like cut. So I'm excited to see where it goes and how it gets better, but definitely interested to hear your thoughts as well. I'm going to be doing some tutorials, not only on this channel, but the vertical video tutorials channel. I'm going to, I think the way that I'm going to work it is I will show the tutorial of how I do something, and then the finished YouTube short-ish thing will live on this channel, right? So they'll figure out how to do the thing on that channel, and then you can see the finished result over here. So I think that might just be a good way to do it. And it says you can do a 16:9 or square and easily and make community posts. That's a great, but with community posts, you can do GIFs, but I don't think you can export GIFs from there because it's only movie files, right? So I don't know if channel members, if you would care about doing like maybe a walkthrough more again with the setup actually working, setting it up correctly, doing more of a testing session with this. If you want to do that, let me know and I'll set it up and we can do it next week, and we can do a playing around with the new YouTube Create app together session. And if you want, we can even share screen and have other people try stuff. Or if that sounds interesting to you, let me know. Alfredo, congratulations to you. I saw you posted on Twitter, your latest subscriber thing. So I want to say congratulations to you. Very happy for you, very proud of you. So I hope it rolls out to more countries like Canada. Yeah, I know Zach was really sad. I sent him the link for it because he couldn't find it in the Play Store, and then it turns out Canada can't look at it. So if you take a look at that blog post that is in the description, I believe they'll have the updates for when, it rolls out to more countries and stuff. The doorbell just went off. Okay, I think I'm going to have to jet, y'all. I'm so sorry. Members, sound off below in the comments if you want to do a video like that, though, and we can totally do that as a members-only live stream, okay? Thank you so much. Appreciate you all. I'll talk to you all very soon, okay? Bye.